Okay. So raise your hand if you're a perfectionist. If you think you need to be perfect to be loved and accepted and embraced and challenged and hired and proposed to and married and a parent and a great friend and healthy, wise, better than your nemesis, competitive, fill in the blanks. If this has raised one of your eyebrows or a hand, you are definitely in the right place. And I see you. And this video is for you. And as a reformed perfectionist myself, I'm here to give you 10 reasons why you need to let that you know what go. Okay, 1, you have a 100% failure rate at being perfect. It is literally impossible. The impossible dream. And just trying to seek it out makes you, well, kind of imperfect in and of itself, don't you think? 2, perfection is a buzzkill. If you're always looking for perfection, you won't be fully enjoying the moment because you'll be somewhere else striving for perfection, which, by the way, keeps us tethered mentally to either the past or the future, instead of where our feet are, as my friend Bob likes to say. It's like standing at the top of a mountain you worked really hard to climb, instead of taking in the air and the view and the sounds of whatever's rustling, arms wrapped around your shoulders, immersed in the pride of getting there, listening to your theme song in your head for an enhanced experience. You're looking somewhere else, up at the sky, hoping you don't fall, at the climb down and how you're gonna make that happen just so. Never mind how it all smells or feels to actually be up there or why you even climbed it to begin with. Perfection has us missing out on what's happening right now. So stop that. Perfection is not worth you missing this moment. 3, if you're always looking for perfection, you'll never be content with what you have. And feeling content and blissful and satisfied is almost as good as eating cake in the closet without 2 boundary-challenged rescue dogs trying to lick your fork. 4, perfection is stagnating. If you never make a mistake, how will you learn anything new? It also risks keeping you stuck because you're so focused on being perfect, you're never advancing yourself. 5, perfection is boring. It's like watching a documentary about nail clippers, like all the time. So what? You're perfect. Great. Where's the drama, suspense, story in that? Think about your most perfect friend. How much time do you want to spend with that person? Being imperfect is so much more fun. Naughty is not the cousin of perfection. Let me just say that. 6, perfect keeps us stuck in a loop of self-loathing. Because you have a 100% failure rate, we all do, you'll fail over and over, and that won't exactly make you feel like applying for a MacArthur grant. I mean, why do something that offers you 0 chance at success? I think there's a word for that. Masochist. 7, perfect doesn't change the outcome. So you ran a perfect race, great. Even if you ran a crappy race, you're still having pasta for dinner. 8, perfect makes you focus on the outcome instead of the journey and the outcome, whatever. No, I'm not a baker. Still, I attempted to make healthy muffins last week, and the first batch looked like something died on the side of the road, and they tasted like sandpaper. And yes, I ate them anyway. And then I reveled in the fact that they came from my hands. That was a first. And then I made them again the next week, only this time I actually used the right amount of flour. And they were gorgeous. Guess what? They tasted really good and I ate them. And then I reveled in the fact that I made them, just like the last batch. Again, different result, but it didn't matter. I was pretty darn proud of myself for both. 9, when you stop trying to be perfect, you don't expect other people to be perfect either. And when you don't have expectations, well, that is a win, my friends. It sets you up for delightful surprises and all sorts of other positive goodness. It also gives you empathy and forgiveness and grace, all of which come in mighty handy at times, especially when directed towards yourself. 10 takes the stakes out of life. When we don't expect the impossible from ourselves, we're freer to enjoy whatever comes. And here's a bonus 11. Perfection is exhausting. Who has the energy for perfection? As Nalo Hopkinson, author of Sister Mind, once said, beauty and ingenuity beat perfection hands down every time. Now, I'll be honest, I have no real idea who Nalo Hopkinson is, but honestly, I like her. And okay, one more quote from Leonard Cohen, who I do know. And here's what he says about perfection. Ring the bells that can still ring. Forget your perfect offering. There's a crack in everything. And that's how the light gets in. Now, if you're holding on to the need to be perfect or anything else, especially as it relates to having a healthy, happy, gloriously imperfect relationship, check out my roadmap below.